What up, everybody? This is Jeremy Green. You're now tuned into the Fwaygo podcast. Today we have Nguyen. He's the CEO and the creator of a company called After's Ice Cream, and he owns about 50 other companies based in the food industry. Started off in the clothing industry, but a complete entrepreneur. Andy, welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here, man.
Sir, thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. Happy to have you.
Incredible. So tell me about your story. Like, you went from like being a kid to all of a sudden an ice cream entrepreneur. Like, can you kind of walk me through like how you got to that point?
Yeah. I'm a Vietnamese American born in this area, like 15 minutes from here, area called Little Saigon, largest Vietnamese community outside of Vietnam itself.
That's crazy. That's out here?
Fire.
Out here, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So if you go in that area, you got the best Vietnamese food. Like some of it's better than even Vietnam itself. So
Really?
Oh, no way.
I'm gonna take you up on that.
yeah, I gotta send you that.
You
whole
gonna
thing.
take us over there?
Yeah, you
I
got to
want
put
that
us
top
on.
5 list.
I'll do the food. We'll do the food tour in that.
I definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
Fuego food tour.
Is Vietnamese? Is that pho? Is pho Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pho.
I fucking love pho.
Pho.
It's
It,
pho.
Andy.
Pho.
Pho.
What's the best pho where in Little Saigon? What's the best one?
Spot called Pho 79. That's like been there.
Pho 79.
Been there
Y'all heard it
since,
here.
It's been there since like 79.
It's incredible, right?
It's like it got a James Beard Award and everything now.
Dang.
Amazing. So walk me through your ups and downs, failures. Like
Yeah, I was always, as a kid, I was always super awkward.
just a little fuck, basically.
I guess so. I don't think I was like the troublemaker. I just
Yeah,
kept,
a little crumb snatcher.
just kept falling into that route. I was always trying to fit in with everyone else. And
Right.
learning learning American culture, and my parents still instilling Vietnamese culture.
Yep.
Trying to apply that to this life, and it was always tough for me. And the older I got, I just happened to follow the bad kids and kept getting in trouble, getting arrested, suspended.
You got arrested?
Got arrested
For what?
shoplifting.
See? Fuck.
Yeah.
Little fuck.
How old are you?
I was in 8th grade.
Out
Dang.
I
causing,
wasn't even the one that was like, I was like the accomplice. I just like stood
out
outside
causing
with my
hate and
buddies. I was like,
discontent in the world.
What were you guys stealing?
jerseys and CD players and
Like a Fat Farm hoodie.
That was like a little later on. Fat Farm.
Hey, Fat Farm. Fat Farm was tough.
Crazy.
Fat Farm, a demo and everything.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I used to wear the Rockaware in the Fat Farm
Yeah,
all day.
same.
like
yeah.
Janko jeans,
Yeah, just jingle.
cross colors.
Yeah.
What y'all know about cross
I
color?
had a
Come
pair of
on,
Jankos
Carl
for
Connie.
sure.
Come on.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
and then throughout that process, and that led me into going to high school. It kind of followed that same route continued, and in high school, I was just getting bullied all year long.
So you was a little asshole in high school,
I
basically,
I just think I was quiet, but then
but still a little thug at heart.
I guess so, a little mix of both.
Thug life.
And it just my grades kept slipping from there, and I ended up getting kicked out of school.
Oh man.
Yep.
Dang.
As an Asian American kid getting kicked out of school, that's like the biggest no-no. And
Oh god.
there, none of my friends' parents were letting them hang out with me, and I was stuck.
Oh, you were that kid.
Yeah, I was
You were
that
like,
kid.
yo, don't hang out with that kid.
Yeah, so I was stuck by myself all year long and going to this place in continuation school.
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
kids that went there. My parents
Oh,
were like, stay
dude.
away from them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the kid with like the pregnant chick in high school.
right.
Yeah.
Like the dirty feet.
Yeah.
the kids dressed up in gangster clothes and tatted up, and I was
Yeah.
like,
The-
I
Oh,
didn't-
16-year-olds were pregnant.
Yeah, and they've hooked up with the 15-year-old pregnant.
Yeah. That's a school behind
And
it.
that's
Well,
like that's my that's the school behind.
That's the school behind the school, and it's like in a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's 100% that.
Yeah. So you got
It's like what all those kids are on hot lunch time.
100%.
No a la carte hot lunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So you get kicked out of school because of your.
Just my grades are slipped, and I was on probation from the stealing the year before. and
Oh,
Oh, you was on
shit.
probation for how
I had to
long?
be I was like 2.5 years. I had to be inside the house before 10 o'clock.
I was on probation.
Oh,
I
dang.
got revoked for probation. I went to like the main youth center for like 3 years, like a child's prison.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, I'm hard. I'm trying to tell you.
He's like, I got
No, but really, like
Got
it
your
was.
street cred,
Yo,
huh?
but it was so bad with abuse that Amnesty International came in and shut the fucking place down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It was like that bad, bro. Like the first day I got there, this kid stabbed another kid in the face with a pencil.
No.
Swear to God.
Oh,
He was like
shit.
talking crazy reckless, and the kid was like, yo, if you don't shut up. Dude got up and stabbed him in the face with a pencil. I was
You
like,
know what's
yo.
even worse than that?
Like, I'm in the wrong place. Like,
You ever heard of those places where they send kids in, like to like like
The farms and shit?
wilderness.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's called Outward Bounds.
yeah, like well, my friend was so bad he got kicked out of that. And they sent him to one in Mexico.
Oh shit!
And they had to, like where like the parents had to like sign over like 51% of the kid like to be able to like do things.
Holy shit.
No, like to be able to like so they
That
could.
just sounds illegal, bro.
No, I
Like,
swear to
that don't
God,
even
I
sound
swear
right,
to
bro.
you, it's a real
You're like,
thing.
oh yeah?
I
We don't
swear
give
to
you the fuck away to the fucking
Yeah,
cartel.
yeah, for like a month here, we're taking y'all. They take you there. It's crazy. Like it's next level. Like they break.
They're out there like breaking down cocaine and shit. Like
Like they send you to the wilderness, right? Like in the middle of nowhere, and you gotta like live on like in camp and hunt and do kinds of crazy
yeah, it's called
shit.
Outward Bounds.
You're like-
But
around and
then,
stuff
but
like
then, like,
that.
so, my guy ran away from that 3 times. So then they didn't know what to do with him. So they like, they sent him to the Mexico one.
And, like, they just sent them like to a death camp after.
Yeah,
Like,
it's- that's not a death camp, but it's like, man, the stories he told me was like, damn, that's real.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, that shit is no joke. But the Mexican camp, like, where they signed up 51%, that
I
Yeah.
could be wrong about that, but that's what
that
he
sounds
said.
fucked up.
That's
Like,
crazy.
it's
The-
that sounds like
So they can get away
human-
with because that way they can do the things that like they can get away with doing
yeah,
more
human
things.
trafficking.
No,
Oh
human
my
trafficking.
God.
I'm just telling you.
Like it's like
That's not-
severe,
that's-
like severe punishment, like way worse than you would
They,
get,
like, take your
lock you-
shoes off and
like,
they hit
like,
you with
like
bamboo in
lock
your
you in
feet.
like a small cell, like you have to like lay down, you can't even sit up, type shit. Like
That's what that
weird
happened
shit,
to me.
like,
I
you
was,
know?
they locked me in a cell as a kid, like a 5x8 cell.
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm
trying to
telling you.
trying to break the kid, like get him to like
Bro,
the parents.
let me tell you, like, straight up. The first time I went to the main youth center, right? You walk in the door, they strip you naked. You're like, first of all, I was like 13. And they, like, throw this, like,
Yikes.
it's like this lice shit all over you, and you have to kill all the bugs and shit, if possible, if you have lice. And they spray you down with a fucking water hose, right? It's like torture. And then they give you this terrible clothing, like, it's just disgusting. And then, like, if they fuck up, they put you in a place called ICU, but it's like solitary confinement. Where, like,
Right.
they take all your clothes, they put you in a t-shirt and your boxers and underwear, and they put you in this 5x8 cell, and it's like thin-ass mattress and a cold-ass cell with no pillow and a sheet.
that sounds like shit.
I'm telling you, bro, that was torture. No bullshit.
Hey, but finally, you had your own room, right?
Oh,
You didn't have to share the couch with
God.
You didn't have to.
Funny,
You
you
didn't have
got
to
a
share the
sick fuck.
couch with your
got a
I'm
cousin
like
Bobo.
over here pouring my heart. I was like, yeah, but you had your own room,
Hey,
though,
finally,
right?
you got your own
Funny.
room, man. That's
Wow.
You're
think,
so
think
fucked.
about it. You were getting sprayed down with a hose. They didn't have like hoses and sprinklers in your neighborhood. You know what I mean? Finally, you had some fun. Finally,
The water park.
he had some friends to play with and shit. Now, like you know. What I mean?
You're so fucked up. That is so
That's
fucked up.
funny, son.
So what were your like what was your goal going to college?
I was trying to figure out what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I
Yep.
had no.
And I feel like that's the worst place to go to college.
Yeah,
When
it's
you
like-
don't know what you want to do, because then like you might go do something, and then next thing you know, you're like, wait, I want to do this, and it has nothing to do with what I want to do.
Like, too bad, bitches. You paid for
Just like,
economics.
I think
Like,
society, right? I was programmed to, hey, you're gonna be a doctor, teacher, lawyer.
Yep.
One of those. And I was like, that doesn't fit.
feel like a
anything
lot
what
of-
I do, right?
A lot of people that
so after
don't
you
come
dropped
from a
out, you were like, fuck this shit, I'm out, right?
I didn't do that. I didn't go fuck this shit. I'm out. My best friend dropped out first, right? That's pretty much gave me the idea of like, hey, there's a vision here. He dropped out first, and he went to work for a guy that owned a real estate appraisal company, and the guy was pretty young, like a little.
So you guys were like, I'm gonna open up a real estate appraising business?
Yeah, because he's like, look at that guy. He's young. He's pulling up in Range Rovers and stuff that we've never
Yeah.
seen before, right?
Yep.
He looks young. I was like, what the fuck? That's not.
So you just
He just convinced me.
Was
like,
it-
let's
was
go
it
do this with me.
successful?
He's like,
was it successful?
yeah, for that time period, it was very successful before the recession hit. We were
Yep.
we were killing it as kids.
Before
We were-
9/11, basically. 'Cause
No,
that-
no, before 2008.
Got it.
We were, we were kids making from $300 to $3,000 a day. That's
Oh,
not,
no way.
I mean, we're doing work that it was crazy how people would even trust us to do an appraisal. We
Yeah.
we don't own our own homes. We look.
Yeah.
That's just you know
I got
shit is
bleach
broken
spiky-
right
I got bleach spiky hair. We look all crazy, but we learned a lot about business lingo. We learned how to grow up. We learned how to get in a work environment that we wouldn't have figured out if we went to continue the route of school.
Yeah.
So that taught us to pretty much quickly grow up.
Yeah, you learned everything straight on your own.
But
right off rip.
if I had you pull up to my house, like, yeah, I'm here to appraise you, I'd be like,
You would. A lot of clients were, but we
Yeah.
always pull through. We pulled through when they got their loan went through. And
but they ever go like, yo, bro, like, I'll kick you a couple $100. You give me a couple million.
you
On...
throw another pool. You throw another pool that's not there in my backyard.
right.
Yeah, we did those.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, of course, you had to.
We had to make it work.
Yeah, and that's what made you guys good.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's what made you money.
Yep.
That's
'Cause
amazing.
we were down to take that risk because we were so young. We're like,
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
So after you did that, then what was the next move?
Yeah, how long you do that for?
I did that for a little over 2 years, probably almost 3 years
Damn.
Mhm.
before the crash happened. And I happened to have my buddy who was starting his own clothing brand at the time. And he asked me to do a photo shoot, and I was like, fuck, I'm not doing no photo shoot.
What was it called?
His brand was called Accentuate. And then he ended up folding that brand and starting another brand called Orisu. And
Wait, Avisu? Or?
Orisu.
Oh.
Orisu, yeah. So when he was starting that brand, I was trying. We're actually sharing an office space. I was doing my real estate thing one side. He was doing his clothing thing on the other side. The room was probably smaller in this room for sure.
Dang.
But then you could see my attention span like going towards that way. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, the real estate thing is boring. Like I don't. This is not what I like.
Right,
It's not my
right.
path.
Yeah, and he's over here like creating in
Yeah,
front
he's
of
not
your
making
face.
no money, but
Yeah.
like, that looks way.
But
cooler.
he's like happy.
Yeah, he's happy and he's being creative. Like I didn't know you can make that as a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And-
even if I was selling houses and making good money, I don't think I'd be as happy as what I'm doing now.
Exactly,
course.
because
You know.
you really are like the local drug dealer.
Not anymore, man. Not anymore.
He's like the CEO.
I don't sell nothing no more.
right.
He's the face.
Personally,
Are you just the face now?
I mean, I do a little more than that.
What
but
do you
yeah,
do all day, Jared?
You know, I plan, I build. You know, I create.
He's
You
like,
know?
and they yelling at
And I'm
people.
like, you know about you guys would drink wine at all? You know, those wine sommeliers. I'm like the cannabis sommelier for our company. I travel around California. I've been to probably about 1,000 farms in the last year and a half, and I go and I cherry pick products for our brand. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Wow.
Ultimate curator.
So when you go in, do people get like nervous and shit? Like,
I
I
mean,
hope he likes my weed.
probably. I don't really, you know. I try to just be cool. You know what I mean? I don't. Even if I don't like something, you wouldn't know it. You know, I might leave and you would just think I like it, and I just couldn't buy it because I don't like the price or something. You know, I try to. You know,
Yeah.
you just not it doesn't because you never know. Maybe it's bad today. Maybe tomorrow they have something better and they learn. So you know, I just try to be cool and that's all. You know, do good business. And I can't buy everything because I don't like everything, but the stuff I like, I jump on and that's just how I move.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so you got into clothing.
Yeah, then I started. I tried to buy into his clothing brand that he was starting. He told me no. So I got pissed. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna start my own brand."
Dang.
Yeah, so I talked to my best friend who I did the real estate thing, and we came up with this idea of starting our clothing brand, which was I'm King.
Oh, that's okay.
Your best friend is your boy, huh?
Yeah,
He's
we
just
still
he's
run- we still
he's
run
just
together.
ride or die.
We still run together. To
Which
this
one
day.
is that?
His name's Polo. He's like behind the
Oh.
scenes, no social media, nothing. You don't.
That's like my partner
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
That's
No
dope.
social media,
yeah, to this
no
day.
nothing, just as solid as they come.
That's fire.
Yeah, huge backbone to what I do, and he does the things I don't like to do, and I fill another gap.
Dude,
That's
I
it.
gotta have
Y'all
one
are
of
blood
those.
brothers, I'm telling you.
Dude, we
Yeah.
must have been, I think we were lost at birth or something.
You was about to say I was Asian in a past life?
Yeah, might have been.
He was going to say it, but you didn't want to say it. So that's
No, I actually wasn't
Well,
gonna say
depending how high he gets, he does look pretty Asian.
that. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's funny.
Just in case that's not a racist enough joke. Fuck. Anyways, are you offended, Troy? Like, the fuck? He's like, I don't give a fuck. He's
I'm good.
a white scumbag. Like, so, all right, so you guys start doing I Am King.
Yeah.
And how's that start going? Because I felt like your shit was fly.
It was a learning process. I didn't really do clothing. I learned from watching from my friend, but that was only the early stages. But how to grow and build a team. I built a lot of guerrilla marketing through it. I learned how,
Yeah.
streetwear, generating hype, how to be cool, everything about aesthetics,
Yep.
building a brand. If you can do that, if you can build that and stand the test of time, you can pretty much you can apply that to almost any industry. And
Yeah,
That's right.
100%.
Yes, sir.
and it's one of the toughest industries. You're chasing trends all the time.
Yep.
What, food?
in
Or
clothing.
Oh, clothing.
Clothes, yeah, yeah,
clothing,
yeah.
yeah.
Being dictated by the stores and what to carry and what to sell.
Yep.
And your
Facts.
demographics is not that. It's a small time and window,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
A lot of the kids, they graduate and they start dressing differently as they go on, and just trying to figure out how to continue to lock in.
Yeah, super fast
So
industry.
after that, like, that's when we met. Because
Yeah,
he
we met
styled
during that
me.
time period.
I was like the king of MySpace at the time.
Yep.
And like, who was it? Who introduced?
I remember I saw you first on that show, the Lindsay Lohan show. I remember that, and then he became an artist. And then he did the music thing. And I was like, oh shit, hey,
Oh, God.
Lindsay Lohan show. Wow,
That's hard.
that's dope.
No, it wasn't. At all. But
But I saw
That
anyway,
movie where the guy with the two, like, when they're like,
Yeah,
kids and they're like twins.
yeah. I fuck with
like
that
that
movie.
joke.
I
Is that movie?
forgot the name of it, but yeah,
From that girl, right?
yeah.
All right.
the Parrot Trap.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
The Parent Trap. Parent Trap.
that's right.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Yep.
but who introduced us? Like, who had you come?
I I don't remember who.
How many years ago was that? 20 years? Who remembers
It
that?
has to be.
It's
Has
over.
to be.
It's over 10 years for sure.
Has to be. Yeah. But I was like the biggest thing in the world on MySpace. I was
You should
fucking
say it.
You were
should
a
tell us
star,
again.
bro.
fucking huge.
Hey, but he's the same person. He's still
Dude,
Still, and
So I only known him for
still-
7 years, but he
high
ain't
energy,
changed a
no.
bit since the day I met him.
Still high energy. Still going at it. Still pushing.
And he's solid as they come.
Yep.
Like fuck. Like we. Thank you, Jared. That was a nice thing to say. You know, I think I'll take a sip of my juice box.
What?
Shameless plug. Like, anyways, what I was saying is, yeah, man, like fuck, like we did that video with Pitbull. That must have been crazy because Pitbull was red hot at that time too.
Yeah, that was crazy. Just being there, I was like, oh shit, Pitbull was right there.
Pitbull was
Yeah.
This is
I met
huge.
people one time too.
I mean, he was huge.
pretty
Like yeah, like Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, he was
Mr.
like,
Worldwide,
Well,
man.
This is when everything he was
Shout out
dropping on
Pitbull.
radio was just
Yeah,
winning,
Just
Yeah.
like just winning.
Yeah.
So we did that video. It came out, and then we stayed in contact, and like MySpace collapsed.
Yep.
Yep.
Completely fucking fell off the face of the earth.
Mhm.
It's like I went broke. Where did you go after that? Like, what was you after I Am King?
after I'm King, a lot of my work, I was just blogging a lot for my website. Everyone was blogging on their website at the
Yeah.
time, and I just happened to keep writing about food because I was trying to figure out where to eat lunch every day. All the recommendations I was posting about, people would start messaging me, emailing me, hey, your list is fire. The places you recommended are amazing. If you go to New York, can you tell me your list, your top 5, right?
Wow.
And I started figuring out, I was like, I guess I have a knack on figuring out what
You're like
the
food
top
god
list
before food god.
is. I guess so.
Yeah.
And then when I started traveling, I started noticing all these like unique ice cream stores with special flavors that
Yeah.
I would never see back in Orange County. You know, we have Baskin Robbins, Thrifty, you know, the usual stores.
Yeah.
And I kind of started drawing out this list of ideas. You know, the stores I was visiting, the flavors were too crazy. They were too like artisanal. They weren't, for me, they weren't approachable. So I wanted to kind of apply like a lifestyle aspect to it.
And like color too, because like I noticed Cookie Monster is like amazing looking.
Yeah. So you know, we understand aesthetics coming from the apparel industry.
Yeah,
We want to
yep.
make things pop on camera from, you know, special terms, special colors. So we have an ice cream that's purple. We have ice cream that's blue. Just visually, we knew how to play with it. And at the time, we were trying to figure out like, hey, ice cream itself wouldn't take off. So we were watching how the industry was moving at the time. And in New York, they had 2 items that dropped.
Yeah, but like who learned how to make ice cream?
Yeah. How do you get?
Oh,
How do
how
you
the
even?
fuck
How do
did
you
you-
even
I
get
get-
into
how the
ice
fuck
cream?
did
Fuck,
that
did you-
part?
He's
like,
on the way.
So
crazy.
as I was learning the field of like, hey, how people were talking about food, right? Food trends, food was getting ready to take off, right? In New York, they had this thing called the cronut, which is the croissant donut.
Yeah. Yeah. The
That was like
cronut.
the first time like food
Fusion.
mashup was going crazy. The news was eating it up.
Yeah.
And then they dropped this item called the ramen burger out in New York as well.
Ramen burger.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
it's
fire.
like ramen ramen.
Yeah. Ramen noodles instead of buns.
Ramen
yeah.
noodles instead of buns, like
Yeah.
hard ones.
Yeah.
Sick.
They fry it up and they crisply.
Oh,
Yeah.
they fry it up.
Yeah,
Got you,
yeah.
got you.
So
I might never had that. Sounds kind of good. I'm not gonna lie.
after those things took off, I think we knew we needed a different vehicle besides just ice cream. We knew ice cream. We had solid ice cream, so we pretty much started testing out a bunch of different items, and we landed on the donut. We stuffed that together and created that item called the Milky Bun. But how we learned how to make ice cream was, as me and my friends were trying to start an ice cream store. We're like, hey, let's go look for a store that's existing and buy the person out, and
Yeah.
take over,
Yeah.
so that we don't take a risk of building out a brand new store, which
Yeah.
I don't know how to fucking cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know
You're
this.
thinking how
Yeah,
can
you're
I?
like-
Do y'all
that's
do
not
y'all
a big
make the
idea.
donuts, or do you guys buy them from something
In
like?
the beginning, we were buying them, but now we actually produce it all in house.
Nice.
But yeah, you were just thinking about how can I get into this as
Yeah,
fast as I possibly can.
and
Yeah.
keep the risk as
Yep.
minimal as
Minimal
possible.
risk.
Yep.
And then we found this location out like 10 minutes from here in Fountain Valley, and I grew up like down there. I didn't even know the ice cream store was there. That's how dead it was. The guy was open once every other week. He kind
Oh,
of
shit.
he had it open for fun, right? He's like
Dang.
he's 60-something-year-old white dude
Yeah.
Where was this?
in Fountain Valley. It's
Got it.
called Lola's Ice Cream and Deli.
Got it.
Mm.
Okay.
And then we kind of started talking to him, saying, hey, we want to take over. We want to buy you out because you're not even open.
Yeah.
And he's like, I still want to make ice cream. So we went through this like 5-6 months of like going back and forth.
You said, "Come make our ice cream."
Yeah, that's how we kind of.
I know it.
Oh, you grabbed him. And you said, "Come."
Yeah, that's what I would have
partnered
did.
up. We
See,
partnered
we
up.
thinking
We're
like,
hey, you make the ice cream.
We'll build the brand.
We'll build a brand around it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we sold them. Because our age gap and cultural differences are so crazy.
Yeah.
And just educating him.
probably wouldn't take no for an answer. That's all.
That's
we
fucking
just
right.
kept
That's
fighting
why.
back and we started sending him like these.
You said 6 months, right? So that was you not taking a no for an answer.
Yeah.
100%.
And
Coming back.
and that's also it works best for you guys as well because you didn't you didn't want to be in the ice cream game. Like you didn't physically want to make ice cream
course.
yourself.
Yeah.
you
They
know?
were in the branding game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that guy, if he loved ice cream enough to want to keep it open just to make ice cream, I'd be like, yeah, I want you on the
Yeah, 'cause
team.
he was at the time he was just going to farmers markets with his grandchildren selling ice cream for fun. You know, that
Yeah.
was his hobby that he was doing. And
Asian guy, white guy, what?
he was a white guy. Him and his brothers, they owned the shop, and then me and my friends, the Asian kids, are coming in here.
Do you still work with that guy or not anymore?
We still, still to this
He
day.
still makes the ice.
Incredible.
You guys
He's-
like
He doesn't
actually
make the ice-
partners.
He doesn't do the ice cream
You guys
anymore.
like part. You guys actually became partners with
became
everybody.
partners, yeah, still to this day,
Nice.
But how do you?
Awesome.
Wait, so he's still involved in the company?
Yeah,
Incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great
That's
story.
like the dude from McDonald's, fucking Ray Kroc shit. If you guys have seen him,
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Founders?
course.
I seen
Of course.
Founders.
What incredible movie.
Yep.
It's crazy.
That's
Blew my
dope.
mind.
Yo, he's the most gangster dude in the planet, bro.
So are you trying to say he's Ray Kroc
He's Ray Kroc.
and the old white guys is the McDonald's brothers?
That's exactly right.
No, but I don't think he did him like that.
Nah, I didn't do him like
he
that.
didn't do him dirty. He took him with them.
Yeah.
So
So
But he Ray Kroc'd him.
he Ray Kroc. He crocked
I'm
him.
ju-
down.
I'm
He
just
crocked
saying.
him down.
Maybe to a certain extent.
No, he didn't kick him out there on. He just brought him with him.
Mhm.
But he pulled up and said,
What's up?
"I can make this
Yeah, I
better."
guess you're right. Yeah, he did
He
that.
pulled
part.
up on an established business and was like,
Let
"I
me
know how to
help.
make this business better." And
Yeah.
that's what Ray Kroc did.
Yeah.
Ray Kroc looked at these guys and was like,
Dope.
"This is brilliant, but these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to marketing this thing."
So do you just go in there and start turning up and just like
Yeah,
does
we
he come around and he's like, yeah, let's change the name, let's make new flavors.
we-
How'd you get the name Afters?
We're thinking of different terms of like we found the term was like a European term like after a meal after dessert.
Yeah.
Dessert.
Oh, like
Anything
oh
after
yeah.
Like afters.
You get that after.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
so that's how we kind of landed on that term.
So you opened the first store.
We opened the first store. It was a super experiment. I was a hobby. I was still doing the clothing thing at the time, so that wasn't my goal to just. This was gonna be my entire life. I thought.
Yeah, just another revenue stream.
Something cool, something fun,
Yeah.
something different. And next thing you know, this place like took off. And like right from the start, we had lines down the block every single day for
That's
who
awesome.
knows how long.
What's that noise? Did you hear banging?
I heard a little tapping. I heard that.
Sorry.
That was good. So we lines down the block, people going crazy, the press is going nuts on us. I'm doing interviews every single day for who knows what news channel,
Damn.
and from there,
Down the block.
yeah. down
How
the
did you get? Let me ask. How did you spread the awareness?
I think there's a number of different things. Our friends ran a food blog called Food Beast, and at
Mhm.
the time they were the first ones to post about us. And once they posted, it just like this rolling ball effect just went crazy
Fire.
from like
Yeah, you had the
Huffington
juice.
Post, Yahoo, like everyone, just like
Dang.
the news channel, every single news channel from there just went nuts on us. Everyone was curious about me jumping into the food industry. Like,
So you kind of do what I do. You use the press as like a vehicle, right?
of course, you gotta.
Yes,
put it-
because you see how like I do shit. I'll
Yeah.
take something and I'll move it into the press, and all of a sudden,
you gotta, you
like-
gotta
Yeah.
put it to work. It's there, right? It's like that
that's
vehicle.
exactly right.
Amplifying the brand voice and at the time it's all hitting. So we need
Brand voice and timing is the most important thing. When you find, first of all, when you find product market fit, and then you find brand voice, you just accelerate that shit.
And the main attraction was the donut sandwiches, ice cream
ice cream, yeah,
sandwiches.
even the blue ice cream. The blue
ice cream too.
My partner he wouldn't even make the ice cream blue in that first week, and I was like, "Yo, you need to make it blue." He's like, "No one's gonna eat it." It's like, "Make it blue."
Yeah,
So, to this day, it times 10x sells compared to any other flavor next to
yeah,
Because of the color.
because it pops. And
yeah. And now Cookie
And
Monster.
it's good.
And now Cookie
So
Monsters.
good.
Now Cookie Monsters everywhere.
everyone
I bet
has
you
blue
the
ice
Everyone has blue ice cream. now.
I bet you the second seller is definitely probably the hot cocoa, right?
cream, like cookie butter or
Cookie butter.
Or
Oh my
cookie
god.
butter
Yo,
smack.
have you had the
Y'all's
hot
cookie
cocoa
butter
though?
is crazy. That's what I get every time.
Yeah, that's probably like number 2.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite. I don't really
hot
go.
cocoa shit is.
I don't
great.
like the blue one because
the green,
The black
yeah,
ice
yeah,
cream
yeah.
kind of throws me off though. What was that?
the dark matter.
Yeah. it's-
Yeah, the
we
dark
did that with
matter.
our collaboration with Rick and Morty, so that's why we dropped that.
Oh, you did a collaboration with Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
See, like, how do you even make that shit happen?
because he's the man.
That's
No.
well, I was trying to figure out. Okay, after when we launched,
That's fucking cool, though.
That is cool.
as the
Super
brand
cool.
started taking off, you started seeing a lot of knockoffs or other people seeing us as changing the landscape of food. Right?
Yeah,
No one was shooting the food the way we were. We pretty much pioneered the style of how food was shot. Right? Like
Yep.
This food porn style, like melty, like all
Yeah.
crazy. Like everyone
slow mo and
started knocking us off and doing it, and I was like, all right, I got an idea. I'm gonna apply I'm gonna apply what I know in apparel and streetwear to this, and no one's gonna be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Once I lock in official collaborations,
Oh man.
Most people can't get in the field because
So you called? How the fuck do you get Rick and Morty to do an ice cream?
that took a lot of I was reaching out to a lot of brands at the time, and everyone's kind of shutting the door in our face. And then I think Universal was the first one to give us a brand collaboration with the Fast and Furious 8.
Oh, nice.
So we
Oh,
did
shit.
once we did
Once
that,
you did that, it's easy.
That's
then.
incredible.
yeah. So once we landed that one, but that one didn't.
You
we
wait.
didn't- We didn't kill on that, but it was just to show like, hey, this
Yo, but like, explain to me.
Sometimes,
Hold
yeah.
on. Tell me how you even sold them. So, like, this young ass kid walks in, like, yo, tell me how you did this. How did you even get them on the phone? Because this is what people. This is what people want to hear. They want to go like, yo, cool. How the fuck did you do that though?
I was hitting up the licensing trade show, and I was jumping into every booth, like hitting it, like trying to show everyone this food lifestyle aspect that no one was doing. No one got it.
You're like, yo, this kid's weird, bro. He's like
finally
showing me
gave-
donuts and shit.
Yeah, and they finally gave us the chance, and I was like, all right, I got it. Let's
Yo,
try
but how did you get Universal? Like, who set up the meeting with Universal?
once I walked into the licensing booth at the trade show, and I kind of worked my way in, and
Okay, so at a trade
I pitched
show,
them, and I
I'm
pitched
just
them.
saying, like, I'm going to so any entrepreneurs who know what it's like. There's a trade show, and there's like all these companies who have licensing, right,
Right.
for different brands, and you basically went there.
Yeah.
What was that called?
It's called Licensing Expo.
Okay,
Licensing
so you
expo.
basically you can go there to the licensing expo with a brand and try and get deals like that.
It's not easy because a lot of them just set up appointments. You have to figure out how to work your way in. Or,
Right, but that's a great start, is what you're
Yes,
saying.
of course. If you
Okay.
go there, you hit every single brand. Eventually, if you have something good, someone's gonna bite, right?
Right.
So it took a long.
Did you go? Was that before Fast and Furious, or that's how you got into Fast and Furious first?
That's how I got. I walked in there and I got Fast and Furious.
You watched never had
I
Fast
la-
and
I landed
Furious.
I landed it there.
And then after that, it's easy when you go to the Rick and Morty. Hey, I just did Fast and Furious.
But
Let's do a Rick and
after
Morty
that,
one.
We did like We did Hello Kitty, and that one took. That's the one that took off and
Yeah.
and showed people like, hey, this.
We're
Did you make
brand
like
stuff
pink
works.
ice cream for that?
We did a whole store activation, Hello Kitty cutouts, special flavors, merchandise,
Sick.
and that just
Tell me about the Fast and Furious. What kind of ice cream did you do for the Fast
we
and Furious?
did I forgot where. I think they're in Cuba for that one.
Yeah, they were.
So we did a flan. I think we did a flan one,
Oh, sick.
flan flavored one,
Sick.
and then we had a car meet in front of our store in Upland.
You see what I'm saying? Like, this is
Genius.
Culture.
Culture.
Bro, this
Culture.
guy's what he does. What I do with food. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, he looks at it and goes like, "Oh, well, everybody's doing this over here. Like, I'm over here doing this." You know what I mean? And that's different. You know what I mean? You gotta like, I love that. It's like we did a car meet at an ice cream shop.
Yeah, then we got in trouble, and
Mm.
cars. We got the police shutting us down because the cars are just everyone's doing donuts in the parking lot and going nuts.
Sick.
Just made it more viral. Made more people want to come.
Exactly. Then everybody wanted to fuck with you guys,
Yeah,
right?
so everyone talks about it.
Do you say everybody talks about it to this day?
Yeah, of course. The car meets for sure. When we do the car meets, everyone talks about it because we always get in trouble. And for us, we're successful. If we get shut down by the police, that's when we did.
That's how you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not.
Use that press, right?
Yeah, if it doesn't get shut down, then it wasn't good.
because they're like, damn, these fools
Yeah,
popped
you
off.
you saw the thing I did with Kylie and Tiger, right? Where like the police threw me to the ground and all that shit.
What'd you do?
You didn't see that? So when Pink Tank came out, my first tech company,
Yep.
I couldn't afford to pay all these influencers to post.
Okay.
So I invited everybody to like a huge mansion party. And I hired like fake cops and like the whole shit. And they like kicked in the door and like was like, "Where's Jeremy Green?" And I was like, came down, they threw me to the fucking ground. Like one tased my friend. Because what happens? Everybody's fucking phone went up and like they're like filming it, right?
Oh shit.
Everybody's phone went up. And then like I had Tyga and Kylie Jenner come down and Tyga stood on the table before me and was like, my life was never the same since then. You remember that, right, Troy? Like it just like was crazy viral moment. But those are the type of things that like change history in like viral moments. Like so whenever you would do this stuff, people are like, "Oh, these guys are fucking off the chain. They're an ice cream shop. What kind of ice cream shop is doing this shit?"
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's what makes the difference.
It's bigger than
It's like
ice
you
cream.
can open up an ice cream shop, but if you're not doing shit that's like different and standing out like that, it doesn't matter.
Of course.
You're just like a vanilla.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Your vanilla is probably like bread. You know what I mean? Like that's different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, always got to be cool.
Of course.
Always got to be cool. Top 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's awesome, dude.
So like when you make like when you do a collab,
Yep.
right? Does it just live in afters, or where does it go beyond that?
yeah, it's like a one-time thing, or is
Yeah.
it like
It's a time period that it's a deal that we structure with the company. Sometimes we do store activations for like a few months, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll have merchandise that we sell along with it too. So it just stretches it out, and we do a lot of events with it. Sometimes I think with Rick and Morty, we did the county fair. We pretty much brought it on the road with us.
has it
Oh,
ever
sick.
happened where like people wanted it so bad that you had to keep that flavor?
Yeah, the Rick and Morty one was probably the most successful one that we did. I didn't know before we signed with Rick and Morty. Cartoon Network
How did you do that? Did Rick and Morty like come and they signed it?
So I was sitting in a meeting.
Hey,
Sorry.
Morty. Pickle.
I'm
surprised you didn't make like
Totally
pickle,
kidding.
pickle Rick flavor.
We did talk about it, but we were like, hey,
Yeah, I don't think anyone ate pickle ice cream.
I would.
I don't know about that.
I would have went all the way with that shit.
I'd have to. I mean, there is actually, you know what? There is
I
people that love
100%
pickles, but like I
Would have
just
done a
don't-
pickle Rick flavor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
about
maybe
that.
pickle green, but like not.
Nah,
actual
fuck
pickle
no. I
flavor.
would have went.
Pickle
I'd stuck a
flavor?
pickle in the vanilla. It'd be crazy.
Oh my lord!
It'd be gross as fuck, but like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, how many stores you got?
27.
just for afters.
Yeah.
27 for afters. No,
What about for the other stores?
probably everything together, like 55 with everything.
Nice.
Wow, dude, what are you doing in revenue for all these stores? Seriously, in a year?
Eight-figure mark, somewhere in the mid 8 figures with everything together.
Nice.
Good for you, man.
Sheesh.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Self-made
Sheesh.
millionaire.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This is an incredible. So this is the type of shit that I love to do because like it shows people that like, yo, this is a kid who's like, like he's failing out of college. He's
Not supposed to be. Here.
he's not supposed to be here.
I'm
But he
definitely not
is.
supposed to be here either.
None of us are supposed to be here right now.
None of us.
Mhm.
That's why this shit is so good because none of
Supposed
us,
to be in McDonald's or somewhere.
bro. I'm supposed to be a crackhead for sure. You know what I mean? Like no one is supposed to be here, but because we all believe so much in ourselves, law of attraction was such a real thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing, bro.
What
That's
an amazing story. So, with that being said, I want to wrap it up. You know, because it's about an hour long. But Andy, like, yo, congratulate. Let me ask you this before we go.
Yeah.
If there was one thing you could tell an entrepreneur, what would you tell him?
Just go out and fucking try it, because I failed a million times, but every time I figured it out over and over again, and my dreams have gotten bigger, my goals are getting larger. Like I don't know how to cook. I still don't know how to design a T-shirt. Like I don't know how to use Adobe Photoshop, but how do I figured out how to own 12 different food concepts without knowing how to cook. You can't put me in the kitchen. It's like, no, I'm not gonna go in the kitchen, but I can put the idea together and the team together to make it explode.
Yeah.
It's really about execution,
Of course.
execution and vision. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like idolize Steve Jobs from Apple. I idolize Johnny Ive because he's the one who built the product. You know what I mean? In fact, I just read his book; is incredible. So, dude, Andy, thank you so much for coming, dude. We love that you.
That was a great
yeah.
story, man.
And like, I'm looking forward to talking offline about our future together. And
Of course.
just be aware that we're gonna do some crazy shit. So thank you for coming, brother.
Yeah,
I
sick.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Happy to have you here, man.
Awesome.
Sick fucking story.
Yes, sir.